Jet fans, come on in, huddle up. What a night it was against the Vikings. I mean, first of all, Mother Nature welcomed everyone to the game and did put it off for a little while. I was getting antsy, just as I'm sure you folks were, and the players as well. One of the things I was surprised at before the game, I was thinking about how sloppy the field's going to be with all this rain and everything, and I was amazed to see how well that new turf held up. I didn't see players slipping, sliding. I didn't see turf flying up into the sky or up into the air, you know. I had a lot of enthusiasm and was really looking forward to seeing Revis back, Pace back, and of course Santonio Holmes breaking in the lineup. I don't know what's going to happen this coming week as far as Revis is concerned, but he obviously played well enough, as our entire defense did, to handle the Vikings, to be able to keep them intact for the most part. The big plays the Jets gave up, the defense gave up, but scoring-wise, we didn't give up the points that we couldn't afford to. So being very happy about the defense's performance, especially against Moss and Favre. You know, it was a headliner's night, and the good guys, I say, came out on top, but not without a lot of work. And first, I want to say, nice going, Mike Westhoff, in your special teams. Yes, sir. Covering on punts and kickoffs is so important in field positioning and throughout the game. Again, almost from 25% up to almost a third, you can have special team players on the field. So Westhoff's special teamers did a great job, and I think I know that the snapper Purdom had to do a wonderful job getting that wet ball back there where Weatherford handled it. Every one of those five field goal attempts were executed by Purdom, by Weatherford, and of course by Nick Folk. I mean, that was big time, especially given the playing conditions. It's not easy to handle that football in wet weather, as we could see, but we could see the Jets were sensational. We did not have one turnover, not one turnover in a game that was marred with nasty weather. The running game, for example. I mean, these guys could have had the ball knocked loose any one a number of times, LaDainian and Sean Green both, but they were able to hold on to the ball, as well as Sanchez was getting the snaps, as well as our receivers did most of the time. I thought our receivers had 3 drops in the first half there that could have been very beneficial had we held on to the ball, changing the situation. But I'm not complaining about it. But like you folks at home, when I see Edwards or I see Holmes get both hands on the ball, a long ball, you expect them to come down with it. And so naturally we're disappointed when we don't make all of the catches. All right? But our offensive line not only opened up those holes for LT and Sean Green, but gave Sanchez the kind of time he needed to go from right to left down the field a few times. So the Jets' offensive lines improved big time from game one, because this Minnesota defense was a pretty strong defense. Pretty strong defense, and for the Jets to be able to rush for 154 yards or whatever against a team that hasn't allowed that is really sensational. Keep patting the team on the back, keep patting Mark Sanchez on the back, and I will, because they deserve it. You know, at this point, the Jets have beaten some good teams, beaten some darn good teams, and are now going out to Denver to face another team that's capable of knocking them back. What the Jets have to do this week is enjoy the the victory certainly, but not get too swelled up over the accomplishment so far of winning 4 games out of 5. I expect the Jets to have a good plan for the Denver Broncos, and I'm going to come back at you and visit with you prior to that game. So let's just kind of enjoy this last victory and say, na-na-na-na-na-na, Tomas and the Vikings, we got your number. We'll be back at you before we play the Denver Broncos. Ready? Break!